Welcome to Synthetic Oil Protection. I'm your host, Eben.
I'm Jeff. How you doing?
And today we're going to be talking about preventative maintenance. And it's been a while since we've been on. We actually had a little vacation.
Yeah, a little sabbatical.
Yep. So it felt good. It felt good to go fishing, have some fun, and we're finally back. And today we're going to go over some basic stuff, super basic.
Easy.
And we'll probably go ahead and answer some people's questions. If you have any questions, leave a comment below. And also, if you're new to the channel, definitely subscribe. And then you'll see a little notification bell. You tap that. And what that'll do is it'll vibrate your phone and let you know that we just posted a new video.
Yeah.
And I usually do that 2-3 times a week. And we're really working on stepping up the quality of the channel this year, so everything's going good. So where do you think we should start off, Jeff?
Well, let's, let me start by fixing my camera a little bit.
Go ahead.
And I just...
Take your time. So Jeff's going to go ahead and set up the camera. As he does that, I'm going to go ahead and run over the upper cylinder lubricant. Now what this is a new proprietary fuel additive. Lubricates the upper cylinder rings that's right in between the motor oil and the top of the piston where it actually fires. And that spot can get kind of dry, and you don't want anything dry. You want to keep it wet. Like I always say, the wetter, the better. And it definitely helps out.
There we go.
So what this does, this goes in there, and it's a little teeny weeny bottle, and it's gasless, gas cap compatible, so you don't need to carry a funnel with you, which is a nice thing to have now. And that's basically the upper cylinder lubricant. So this is a great thing that keeps your car running optimally, so you don't need a tune-up as soon. So that's a great maintainer to keep your car maintained. It's like, putting good oils, healthy oils in your body. It keeps you lubricated, like your olive oil, your coconut oil. It's good for you.
Got a little coconut oil.
Yeah.
Use the hell out of that.
Yep.
So, well, I went up to the mountains this weekend with the family. And before I went up there, I gassed up, topped up, and put a bottle of PI and a bottle of top-end lube. And my gauge didn't come. Now I top up a little bit.
So tell them where you went, Jeff. Jeff went to an area right outside of Vegas.
Yeah, so there's this beautiful spot outside of Vegas, which honestly, when you make the drive now, it doesn't seem like it's outside of Vegas anymore. It's the next exit after you get out of Vegas. Mount Charleston, beautiful place. They have they got some nice snow up there. It's nice and cold. It's quiet. You got good high altitude. You got some fresh air. We went and we built a snowman. We threw some snowballs. We found a couple of nice icy sledding hills, and we broke two of our sled discs. Which good, that just means you're doing it right. And then we gave one away. We saw a family and they had a little kid, and they had like too big of a sled for the kid, so we gave him one of our discs. So wow. We went up with 4, we came home with 1.
Wow, that's a blast. And it's really interesting, this place called Mount Charleston, and what it is, I think it's about 12,000 feet at the top.
I don't know what the very top is. I know once you get to like the area where
you were at the lodge,
yeah,
8 or 10, 8 or 9,
8 or 9, yeah, right in the middle there.
So here it is, 30 minutes from Las Vegas, one of the hottest places in the world in the summer, and 30 miles away.
Yeah.
And you're at nighttime 17 degrees.
Oh, it's freezing.
In the dead of winter.
Cold.
And in the daytime up there, it's about
we got actually
38, 40.
We actually got up to 45. What was
45,
crazy is
right.
As the sun went down and it started to get really chilly, all the areas that were mushy and all the icicles that were dripping stopped. Everything refroze over, so it got a little bit more slippery. We held off on driving, but as I had told everybody, I did my winter driving, so I have a set of snow chains in my car. And there's just so everybody knows, there's a policy at Walmart, Walmart, that says if you buy snow chains, you can't return them even if they're unused. So my idea of buying snow chains for the weekend and being a dirtball and sending them back totally did not pan out.
You would never do that, Jeff, would you?
No.
Never.
Only if they didn't catch me. But that's besides the point.
How dare you, Jeff? Jeff is
you know what?
He's a daredevil.
I got a mild bone to pick. We'll go off topic for a second at Walmart with a bone to pick. You know I don't talk crap.
All right.
Okay. They convinced me against my better judgment to buy that warranty on my daughter's hoverboard. So I bought the warranty. I figured, you know, at $20, my kid has the ability to destroy anything, like I did at that age. Just has this innate ability to absolutely destroy something. And so I'm like, hey, warranty, it'll pay for itself 5 times over. We went, and it had been 95 days past when we purchased it, and it needed a warranty thing. The plug charger wasn't working right. So I went there. The store warranty covers it for 90 days. The extended warranty doesn't kick in until you hit 1 year. You literally have a 9-month gap in coverage. Why in the happy high hell would I get a warranty that has a gap in coverage? So you know what? Anybody who shops at Walmart and they ask if you want the warranty, tell them only if you can cover the 9 months it's not warranted for.
That's beautiful.
And I guarantee the cashiers and stuff don't know that. It's a little slime ball thing. I mean, generally, rule of thumb is if something's manufactured defect and it's going to break within the first 90 days.
Exactly.
The extended warranty, so I can break it and get a new one.
I like it. So,
I tried.
So Jeff had a blast. I gone fishing.
Yes! Tell me about fishing.
And that was great. So I went fishing in Eben. And what it is, it's this island off the East Caribbean. Oh. And the only thing they do down there is they fish for mahi-mahi. They also have cocoa for cocoa beans. And that's for the dark chocolate, organic. And they also have tourism, so people can come out and just gone fishing. You can fish tuna, mahi-mahi, and you can obviously get shocks and everything else. So I just did some off-the-shore fishing, did some snorkeling.
Clear water?
Crystal clear.
When
there's no high current.
Right.
So when there's a little bit of high current, it's a little musty. But when the current's slow, you can see about 100, 200 feet.
Oh, I love it.
And I was doing some free diving. I free dive, so I hold my breath for over a minute, and I go down and 20, 30 feet down and swim.
Holy cow, that sounds like fun.
Yeah, it's a blast. And I tell you what, I felt so much better doing it. It's first time being out of the country for a long time. I really am not even much of a traveler. I don't even really like traveling, but it is cool to try. It is cool to try something for the first time, and I just have to do it. So
you're gonna travel again?
I'm definitely gonna do it again.
Good.
I'll do
different destination, though, right?
Yeah, probably a different destination, and I like the clear water.
So maybe South Pacific next time.
Yeah.
South Pacific Islands are good.
Yeah. So what I wanted to mention, if you're new to the channel, you can subscribe and also tap the notification bell, all that type of stuff. But we also wanted to talk a little bit about AMSOIL.
Oh, yes,
I'm sure
please.
you've been catching a lot of the channel over the years. And wanted to go over this preferred customer and also do a little year in review for AMSOIL. They've been stepping up the quality exponentially. And there's been a lot of questions about how to get it, where to get it, this and that. You can use my link in the description section below. Jeff is also an AMSOIL dealer, so you can use his link too. I'm going to stick that down right next to his name. And basically, the year-end review, there's been some upgrades. They came out with this a few months ago. This is brand new.
Yeah.
They upgraded the bottle on the PI Performance Improver.
Yeah.
So this is the new bottle of PI. And it has
clear.
Yep, the old one was clear. They have the new gasless gas cap design, which is really good. And they also have a new filter. And I'm going to show you that right now. So this is what they call the preferred customer. And you get this 4 times annually, every quarter, basically every 3 months. And let's go through here. And it goes page by page, specific. Gives you information from the president of AMSOIL. He's privately owned. His father owned it since the mid-60s. And they are the leader in lubricants since then. So no one's even close. And here's the new studies. The new test study on the upper cylinder. So that shows all the different info on that upper cylinder compared to a lot of the competitors. And here's also another comparison to a lot of the other competitors. And it just shows the wear test and all that. So in the winter is really where AMSOIL shines. Gets you better gas mileage, better startability. But I wanted to get to that filter. So I'm going to go through here and just get right to the filter here. Let's go here. So this is the Preferred Customer Magazine. It shows all kinds of wear tests on cylinder liners, stuff like that. And I'm going to keep coming down. And then Jeff's going to tell you about the Signature Series. And he's been doing tons of oil changes. He just did one today.
Yeah.
And this is the new filter. So it's got that little bit of a roughness to it to give it better grip. The filter now filters at 99% efficiency, and that's at 20 microns. And they have it for almost every single car. And the filters are good for 15,000 miles for the smaller filter. So say you have like a Honda Civic, it's good for 15. And if you have a truck filter, you're going to be good for 25,000 miles.
Nice.
And so that's some of the newer highlights of this year. There are a couple other things, but those are the major ones. But Jeff, give them a little bit about the Signature.
So I'll give you some sauce about the Signature here. So we had a nice Signature oil change come in. We did the flush, we did the differential, and then we did the Signature oil. And I had to use a Wix filter, but that's okay. Wix is good.
Really good.
Yeah, it's this notch down from AMSOIL, which is this notch up from all the others.
Exactly,
So,
and it's one of those things, so if they don't make it for your vehicle, the AMSOIL filter, which is the best, because it has a better anti-drain back valve, it's got the grip on the cover, it's also a thicker filter, also the anti-drain back valve, like I said, it's a softer silicone, and that doesn't allow it to drain back under very high heat, and it doesn't deform. And when that oil drains back out of the filter, basically, when you do a dry start, you have more wear in the pistons and cams.
Yeah.
There you go.
So the Signature Series, like I said, I went up to Mount Charleston. I run the 5W20 in my vehicle. I had 0 crank speed difference from here in Vegas up to Mount Charleston. And I was concerned.
Hey, what's that temperature?
Well, I mean, I was starting it in the morning. It was a cold block, so the block couldn't have been over 25 degrees.
20 degrees.
Yeah, 25
yeah,
degrees.
that's about what it is in the winter. And you'll check that out. You know, you can go online and check out the weather right now in Mount Charleston. It's crazy.
Beautiful, bro.
It's gorgeous out there.
It's beautiful.
So yeah. So yeah. So we had a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah.
Also, some other new products.
Ooh, what else do we got?
Is the firearm cleaner.
Oh.
They came out with that pretty recently. That's another one.
Cleaner and lubricant, or just cleaner?
Yep, both.
Ooh.
Cleaner, lube.
That's
Yep.
nice.
And a lot of guys like that because it really helps with wear on the metal, keeps stuff from sticking, clogging, jamming, and a lot of the police officers love it. Shout out to all the police here in Vegas. I got some good friends. Thanks for getting out there and making sure the bad guys get the hammer dropped on them. If I was a judge, or if I carried, it would be terrible. So I can't even carry, because I would just...
You would level the playing field.
Yeah, I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't carry, but...
I gotta say, I know a lot of the police officers down here on the east side. I make sure that when they stop by, I make a point to go out there. I make sure to say hi, offer them a cup of coffee, and let them know that, you know what, down in our community, some of the most important people are the people who take care of us. So.
Yep. And, you know, I think they're kind of understated a lot. I think people don't realize how hard it is to wrangle an alligator, to get on top of someone and get them down, handcuff them, stuff them in the back of the truck.
Steve Irwin made it look easy. Made it look like I could wrestle an alligator.
Exactly.
And I sure as hell know I can't.
I know. And here in Las Vegas, I mean, I see
There's
these
some alligators.
I see them running nonstop, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. I used to drive Uber and Lyft, which you'll see my 20,000 mile Uber and Lyft field test where I drove daytime, nighttime. At the night in Las Vegas, it's 99 degrees.
Oh, yes it is. You're cooking.
At 1 a.m. in the morning,
Yes.
it's 100 degrees out, and the blacktop is still 150 degrees.
Oh, it's horrible.
Inside a parking deck in a casino, a 10-layer parking deck, the 5th level is 118 degrees at 1 o'clock in the morning.
That's mildly uncomfortable. I'm going to be honest with you. My shit shuts down at about 1:10. So, yeah, I had a good New Year. It's 2020.
Yep.
So we got some goals for the new year.
Yep. Let's do them.
All right, so let's do one business goal and one personal goal.
All right.
Give me a business goal.
All right, business goal. We want to expand the channel. We want to give you even more.
Yes.
And we have to give back because you have been giving so much every time you share the channel, you like the channel, you leave a comment on the channel. We have so many people that have been on the channel here at the shop. Jeff's been helping a million of them. And the feeling is just undescribable. It means so much to me to be a part of everything and cultivate this. It's like growing this beautiful flower. And it just keeps growing taller and taller. And a lot of people would say that's like growing a family or growing a business, whatever. To me, it's just natural. It's not really a business. It's just a lot of fun. And I made a promise with this channel that I would never really make it about business. It's just about horseplay, slapping lube around. I just love power slapping bottles. It's become one of these things where you just kind of just let it happen. And you know, I don't get too carried away, but sometimes I have to get reeled in. Jeff has to bring me back.
Even. Calm down, just a little bit.
All right. Yeah.
Breathing exercise. Okay. There we are. So what? So that's it.
So that when I expand the channel, give back more. And with that, loving and giving makes life worth living, and the more you give, the better you live. And I live by that, and it's helped me out exponentially. And with that, as I continue this circle, the channel is going to grow, and we're all going to do better. And to me, that's what it's about. It's not about this, you'd say, short game or whatever. It's about the long haul.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's about making this slow mutation to this beautiful, beautiful treasure. And we don't know where that treasure is, but we know it's reachable. And as long as we know that, and as long as we think that, we, Jeff, me, you, we all can get there. And we will get there.
Absolutely.
And that's the way you start off a new year, is that you do have something in place, but you don't have to go and put walls up about it, but you know that you're working towards that goal. And then, so that was that business?
That was business.
Personal goal. We got the Cadillac. I love the Cadillac. I love sharing it with you on the channel. It's a 59 kitty cat. And I love playing with her. It's such a weird thing. I don't even like classic cars. But actually,
this one's different.
It's really such a weird thing to have that much fun with this car. So I want to cultivate that, and then I want to get bus rides. So I want to get that thing running smoother than silk, which it already is, but we want to make it a little bit more reliable with gaskets, and we want to do a couple things for better gas mileage with spark plugs. But I'm going to be doing some bus rides with it, where I can let people feel it. There's a lot of people, they just can't believe AMSOIL. It's like this myth. 20,000 mile oil, it doesn't burn any oil, it just sounds fake. But once you feel it, that's when it becomes real. And that's what we're going to do, is we're going to be giving these bus rides. And that's what the car is. It's like a damn bus.
It is. No, it's big. It's one of those cars you can sit in a full-grown person can sit in the back seat and be comfortable, which is not a luxury. Most of your four-door cars, to be honest, as a 6-foot dude, they don't fit.
Yeah.
There are very few four-door cars, and I'm like, very few. Even some of the SUVs, they just crunch we got more seats. Of course you got more seats. All you can have is like children with no legs. Yeah. So, all right, business goal for me.
All right.
I operate a different type of business in Eben. I have 4 walls and a roof, but that's okay because I come in here willingly every day. And the goal for next year, I'm going to give another job to the community.
I like it.
That's kind of how I look at it. I'm going to hire another employee. I'm going to have a second technician here with me.
Beautiful.
So that to me is something that's awesome. When I was younger, I wanted to invent something or change the world, be Albert Einstein. I didn't know what I wanted to do. I wanted to do something for the world. Come to find out, if you give people jobs, you're doing something for your community.
And that in turn, you're doing something for the world. And sometimes we forget how important it is to just give back a little bit. And today we had someone come in, they came off the channel, they said, hey, I love the sexual innuendos on the channel. He said he loves the horseplay. And hey, without a horse to ride, the cowgirls love riding horses. And hey, we're here for them. And Jeff is even here for them even more. Yeah, Jeff has an attribute I don't even have. Jeff can do mustache rides. But it's just terrible, but we have to talk about it. So basically, you know, with what we're doing, we've already given this job because now there's more revenue for Jeff.
Yeah.
We have more people seeing it off the channel, and that's what's going to cultivate our economy. And, you know, as we speak, the economy will get better.
Yeah.
Because why is it going to get better? Because we're going to make it better.
Absolutely.
And that's our choice.
Taking the bull by the horns.
Yep. Not afraid to dust off an old, you know, pair of cowboy boots and boom, boom, boom. Which we have a lot of people in Texas that watch us, Jeff.
Yeah.
Give them a shout out.
That's it. Rock on to Texas, Lone Star State, huh?
Oh yeah, go fast in Texas. If you ever seen John Hennessy, go check out John Hennessy's channel. He builds all these super underground builds.
Nice.
200-mile-an-hour cars. And I was fortunate enough to do some closed course racing in Texas on a closed course.
Wow.
And
Awesome.
I had an opportunity to feel what it's like to move around Texas, and it's pretty cool.
I can imagine.
It's pretty cool, yeah. It's cool.
So,
yeah, what about personal?
personal goal for me, I'm already halfway there. Honestly, I started my personal goal at the couple of months ago.
Way to get a head start, Jeff.
Yeah,
I love that. Look at that. Jeff's already thinking ahead.
Already
And that's what we've done with Jeff, is we've cultivated thought with Jeffrey.
That's right.
And Jeff is getting stronger by the minute. And it's something you can't see, but or you can't really feel it much because it happens so slow. However, you can see this by watching some old previous videos. If you go in the home section, you'll see Jeff in previous videos, and you'll see this beautiful cultivation of Jeff. He's amazing.
What we're gonna do is, so far I've scheduled three magic performances.
Oh my God!
Two of them are here in town.
That's awesome.
And matter of fact, one's coming up. I'm gonna be Wonderground in February.
So if you're here in Las Vegas, Wonderground is the every third Thursday.
Yeah.
It's at the Olive Mediterranean. It's an exclusive hookah lounge here in Las Vegas.
Oh, it's
lusty, dusty, musty, and busty. That's what you're gonna see, and that's what you'll feel if you come.
Yeah.
The other great thing is, it costs next to nothing to get in.
Yeah, if you're local, it's $10.
$10. If you're from out of state, only $20. You get 3 hours.
That is cheaper than any show ticket, I guarantee
You get 3 hours of amazing magic. And not only that,
Belly dancing.
but you can see the performers you love, hear, see, and smell. You'll be able to see us there.
Yeah.
And if you're there, we'll entertain you. If you're there from the channel, I will specifically show you a magic trick personally. And that's what makes the community.
We got Wonderground, and we also have in town, just confirmed, Late Night Magic is going to be in March, which is another little venue. It's an hour-long show. The ticket's $25, which is still very reasonable. You get 3 full.
That sounds impossible, Jeff.
You get 3 full stage acts. You get 3 full magic performances.
Where's that at?
This is off of Trop and Polaris.
What the heck's the name of the place?
It's called The Space. It's a tiny little place. Honestly, it's a little difficult to find, but let me tell you, I've been to 3 of their shows now so far. Holy cow! It's a friend of mine, Michael Mayfield, produces it. So
That's killer.
I gave him my little audition tape. He said cool. And then I've got another one for any viewers we have out in Bakersfield, California. Stay tuned. I'm going to be on stage at the Gaslight Melodrama in June. So this is the year I performed.
That's beautiful, Jeff.
I got another one in the iron, but I can't talk about that because that one's on the hush hush.
And you have to. You
I'm
can't
the-
give
you can't
yourself
give
up
everything.
early.
Can't
You
give
can't give
everything.
yourself up early. It's a certain thing. You got to hold out for a little bit of time, and it makes them want it more. And people are going to be at Jeff's feet. They're going to say, Jeff, 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 we need more. And that's what you're going to see. And to see that, that's why you want to subscribe, to see Jeff come full circle. And it's just beautiful. Now, one thing we're looking for too is we're looking for a marine engine to do an oil change on. We're looking for a a 150 horsepower Yamaha. We also want a 250 Yamaha. So if you have one of these boats, I would love for you to do a video if you can do an oil change on it, or if you're local, let's get together and do a video. Reach out to me. My cell phone number is 702-472-3614. All my information is in the comments section below. which definitely leave a comment. Let us know what you like about the channel.
Yeah.
We're working on making it better this year. And also, all my information's there, and Jeff's will be there. So I'm going to put that in there. And what else, Jeff?
We got the bat line. I'll give them the phone numbers here. We got the bat line, which is 702-907-9227. You can text the bat line. Now, here's a hint. If you try to call the bat line, just so you know, it rings to the shop. So I don't, you know. So if you want to call that, you can call that and it'll hit the shop. Or you can call the shop directly. It's 702-433-5823. It spells Lube. 433 Lube.
I love that. It sounds slippery and wet. And that's what we're looking for.
Wetter the better.
Yes. Cheers to that. And speaking of a cheers to that, we're going to go ahead and talk a little bit about the Dominator Coolant Boost.
Yes.
We briefly brushed on it earlier, but what this does, it goes in your radiator coolant, helps your vehicle warm up 54% faster.
Nice.
So that means in the cold right now, you're not going to be sitting there for 20 minutes. Your car is going to get warm in 10 minutes.
Yep.
And your oil is going to last longer because your pistons will be warmed up. There'll be less blow-by, less fuel dilution in your crankcase.
Yep.
And just beautiful. And then in the summer, it helps with that. And what it does is it gets the water molecules closer to the aluminum in the heater core. It lets it run 25 degrees cooler. And amazing product. Another thing, if you're new to the channel, you might be wondering what's the very first thing to do to your vehicle. Well, Jeff and I recommend an engine flush.
Yeah.
This will get all the carbon deposits around the rings, gets all that mineral oil. Basically, mineral oil is from the ground, and it's
Crushed
like
dinosaur bones.
yeah, it's like a crusty, irregular shaped molecules.
Yeah, you've got different kinds. You've got the paraffin base, you've got the shale oil, and basically all that comes out, and they refine as much as they can, but the thing is the molecules are going to be slightly different sizes and man-made synthetic, different shapes and sizes. And you know what? Synthetic is 100% man-made molecules,
100%
all the same
synthetic.
size.
Yep, and this is one of the only 100% synthetics out there. So when you go to Wawa, for instance, you say, oh, they got Mobil1 on sale. Well, that's actually a synthetic blend. When you got Pennzoil Ultra Platinum, that's a synthetic blend. These are not 100% synthetic.
How much synthetic do you need in oil to call it full synthetic?
That's a great question, Jeff. Tell us, please.
25%.
All right, so all they need is 25%.
So I could give you a cup of cherry KoolAid, that much, fill the rest with water, the other 3 parts water, and say, here is full cherry KoolAid. Is it 100% cherry KoolAid or just full cherry KoolAid?
Where's my water? There
Yeah,
it is.
that's right. Your cup is full of diluted cherry KoolAid. Do you want diluted cherry KoolAid?
No way, Jose.
Nobody does.
No way.
So why don't we get our 100% KoolAid right here?
Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly. So why skimp on your car? And you know what, Jeff? Tell them what time of year we're coming into, and what people have embarking on a little extra money.
All right, so guess what? You loaned your money to the government for an entire year. Your loan is to be returned to you if you're not in the wrong tax bracket. If you're in the wrong tax bracket, you get to pay. It's just how it is. But if you got a refund coming, I actually help a lot of my customers. They come in this time of year and they say, hey, Jeff, what can I do now to make me through the year? Because everybody, you get $1,000 or $2,000 or whatever you happen to get. Wouldn't it be nice to invest the money in your car first in the year and not have to worry about it till the first of next year? You get a Signature Series oil change, Signature Series transmission fluid, Dominator coolant, boost, and the low toxicity coolant. You've now done everything in your car, and the oil you don't have to touch for a year. Your transmission, in standard vehicles, what do you say the transmission goes for?
You're going to do about 30,000.
Okay, so about 30,000 on the transmission. How much on the coolant with the Dominator in it?
You're going to go a good 5-year, 150.
Wow.
Whatever comes first.
5 years, 150.
So most people are going to do 5 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yep.
So, I mean, that's, kind of a thing. You come in, you have your vehicle inspected, and when we do any service on a vehicle here, I have an inspection check sheet, which we go over, we make sure that the belts are good, You know, we peek at the brakes, we peek at the struts. We don't pull the wheels off of the brakes, but we check it all over.
Now, Jeff, now that they know that they can get the products here at Express Lube, go ahead, give them the address, and I want you to also tell them about the financing options you offer here.
So we got two things. First off, we are down at Tropicana and Boulder Highway in the Albertson Shopping Center. We are next to Domino's Pizza and Panda Express. We're at 5400 East Tropicana. And down at the east side. It's wonderful.
It's really a great area because you got Boulder City right up the street.
Yeah, and Henderson right up the street.
It's really good for anyone that lives in Henderson. And even if you don't, it's worth the trip because with Jeff, he's just a different level and you'll get a chance to see that once you see him work in person.
You can always ask me for a magic trick. I'm more than willing. I've been called in off of a job, elbows deep in grease. I will wash my hands just so my hands are the only thing clean. I'll go in and I will perform magic for anybody.
And another thing a lot of people always ask about, they say, well, right now I don't have the money, and they put it off. And so many people put off their health. They put off their car.
But I can help you with that, Eben.
But Jeff has the answer. Tell us, Jeff.
So we have a financing program called West Creek Financial. It has been fabulous. Basically, it's a soft credit check, not a hard credit check. They just make sure that your account's not negative. You have to have a checking account and a job, and that's it. And you have 100 days to pay, same as cash. If you do go over 100 days,
100 days, wow.
Yeah, that's like 3 months and 10 days that you can pay. I mean, I don't know anybody, can't maybe 2 or 3 paychecks get something paid off. You're using their money for 100 days, and it doesn't cost the entire bill. If you do go over the 100 days, they do have a 12 or a 24-month payback program. You will pay their interest, but sometimes you need what you need, and if that's your option, I have that option for you as well.
Now tell them what the alternative is if you don't take care of your car. Give them an idea of doing a couple of fluids for a couple $100, and if they don't do a couple $100, what would the alternative be if it's not taken care of?
I just had a guy in here today, and it broke my heart. So. And I tried to see if it was a locked lifter, so I did an AMSOIL flush and an oil change, and it was just too far gone. It was a Hyundai Sonata. The guy went and he said it was his daughter's car, and she said it was making funny noises, so he went out there. He had to add 4 quarts of oil to a system that takes 4.2, maybe 4.5. I'll go up a little bit, 4.5 quarts. So I tried. I did an oil flush, I did AMSOIL, I took it for a drive, and unfortunately the damage was just too far. There was metal flake, and honestly, once you have metal flake in the oil, there's nothing you can do. The damage is done, the metal's gone. So.
And now a lot of people always say it don't matter what oil you use, and that's almost true, but it's not. So here's the almost part.
Yeah.
Basically, and Jeff will pretty much agree, if you keep oil in the car, you're not going to totally just wreck it right away.
Correct.
And how did this engine really get wrecked? What happened? Tell them.
They just didn't do the oil change.
And what did happen with the oil though?
Oh, well, the oil, I'm guessing it had gone a long time and had gotten consumed because